Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Let rain fall, let rain
And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races here at Laurel Park, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter, oddsmaker Keith Fusel here. The sun is out. It's going to be a nice Sunday fun day here at Laurel Park. That rainbow pick six still going. It was a tough sequence yesterday. Nice carryover today. I believe we're the fourth largest carryover in the country. A little over 27,000 for today's pick six carryover.
Tough little sequence again. I think race six, I've got a late pick four ticket. Going to try to take that down. I think race six is a mad scramble. Anybody could win that race. But a nice pot on hand. We'll get close to 35, 40,000, we hope, for the rainbow pick six. I really don't have any stone cold lock on the card though, Stan.
I'm going to key on the Robbie Bales runner in race 8, Best Yes. Okay. We'll have some audio later from Best Yes. We'll have some audio from Robbie Bales, the trainer of Best Yes, later on race 8. But he looked like a stone cold winner last time, a little hang job. But the first and second place finishers of that race would come back to win. So I made Best Yes my best bet later on in race 8. But a tough sequence. Get your tickets ready now. Throw some money together. That's what they did down at Gulfstream earlier last week, and they hit the big pick six. So we'll have a nice pool of money. They put almost 14,000 new money into it yesterday. So it'll be around the 15,000, maybe a little bit more new money going in there today. So that's upwards of over 40,000 in the rainbow pick six, hopefully today. So that starts in race 4. Give us some excitement at the windows, hopefully today. And we had some excitement this morning here at Laurel Park as trainer Cal Lynch, who's stabled right here at Laurel Park. He has one of the top Triple Crown contenders in the country, Ella Reeb. We were out there. We got footage of the work. We also have some audio from Cal Lynch and Trevor McCarthy. I know we're working on all that. If we can get to the Cal Lynch, Trevor McCarthy audio later on in the show, maybe we'll play that at the end of the show. But we do have the work for you. The horse is the star attraction, and we were out there this morning. We have the work for Ella Reeb. Let's take a peek at that. He worked 5 furlongs this morning here at Laurel Park. Breezy conditions this morning at Laurel Park. He went to 5 furlongs in 1 minute and 4. Within himself, within himself. He has a huge, long stride, and he did it effortlessly. Ella Reeb here, he's won his last 3 races. He won a stake race here at Laurel Park last fall, won the Jerome in January, and then won the Withers last out in February up there at Aqueduct. But he looked great this morning, working here this morning.
Definitely a little chill in the air, a change of weather from a week ago. Didn't seem to hamper him one bit. Like I say, he just looks like he's getting better and better. Goes along easily, covers a lot of ground effortlessly. Just, excited to see him move on and see how he's going to, take that next step. But he's shown a real affinity for Laurel Park. He's been shown he can take this action up to New York. That's what they're planning to do next. I think it's the right move, and you see him coming down the stretch well within himself, the final 1/8 of a mile.
And it was windy and chilly out this morning. Some great camera work there, good close-up there on Ella Reeb. He went to 5/8, 1 minute and 4. He galloped out 3/4 in 13 and change, and did it pretty easily. I saw him coming back to the barn. He wasn't even really blowing hard, didn't drink much water. The horse looks phenomenal, and there he is cooling out this morning after the work. Looks like he's ready to go out there and do another 5/8 work.
Very good.
So Ella Reeb, he's going to go to the Gotham Stakes, looking for his 4th consecutive win. It'd be his 4th stakes race win as well. He'll be in the Gotham next Saturday up there at Aqueduct. He's in the Kentucky Derby future pool this weekend. Last I checked, he was about 20 to 1. So maybe get a little $20 bet in there on a horse I think's got a real big shot. There's trainer Cal Lynch in his green Notre Dame Fighting Irish sweatshirt. Jockey Trevor McCarthy, who was aboard for the work this morning. You see Trevor McCarthy there in the helmet. We have we're working on some audio from Cal Lynch and Trevor McCarthy. We might have that at the end of the show. If not, we'll have it up on YouTube. It'll go out in a press release here shortly, as well as Ella Reeb giving us some excitement here Sunday morning at Laurel Park. Some other excitement going on up in the kitchen right now. So we're getting Sunday brunch. Sunday right. Fun day brunch getting ready for you up there in the garden. Terrace starts at noon. $22 for adults, $11 for the kids under 12, under 6 free. Unlimited Bloody Marys and mimosas for an additional $12. So Sunday brunch, Chef Damon up there working on that right away. Next Saturday here at Laurel Park, we'll have live racing. You can watch Ella Reeb and the Gotham up there at Aqueduct. And attention all you college students, it's the Maryland Jockey Club Students on Track Career Initiative next Saturday here at Laurel Park, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sign up for this free event. Explore possible career options in thoroughbred racing. Watch, experience, and network with professionals in the business. Go to laurelpark.com to sign up for this event. It'd be cool to see some college students out here next Saturday.
Send a couple up to the press box. I mean, we can talk to them a little bit about opportunities. Maybe, you know, outside of on track, we've got the Jockey Club down in Kentucky, or Equibase, we're a part of that. Always looking for some new blood within the business, and it's a great idea. Alana's done a good job with this, getting up and rolling. I hope we get a good turnout.
And you grew up in the press box. I grew up in the press box, and look at us. We turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I tell you, it's really influenced our lives, Stan, I can tell you. I don't know if it's good or bad, but we've made it this far.
Hey, Clem, Marty, come on. We're playing racetrack rummy. Let's go.
That's it. Fetch beers and play cards, sit on a couple hands. That's the way we spent our youth.
Oh, what a crew that was up there. That was back in the golden age when newspapers still had beat reporters. Of course, Marty McGee, Clem Florio, Vinny Perrone. So that's all next Saturday for you college students. Go to laurelpark.com to learn more about that. And coming up Saturday, March 18th here at Laurel Park, the Maryland Jockey Club Celebration Day. Celebrate the resurgence of Maryland's thoroughbred industry and the ongoing dramatic transformation of Laurel Park. This is Saturday, March 18th, a cool long sleeve t-shirt giveaway with a program purchase while supplies last. This is always a popular giveaway, a long sleeve t-shirt giveaway. It's also Fantasy Owners Day. You're interested in owning a racehorse? Well, we're going to have seminars for you Saturday, March 18th at 10:30 in Laurel Park's newly redone Ruffian Room. RSVP is required for the owners' seminars. Go to mthaeventbrite.com. This is a joint initiative between the Maryland Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association, the Maryland Horse Breeders, and the Maryland Jockey Club. Great to see all the groups in this industry getting along and promoting it the way it should be done.
Yeah, we got to get some people. The game's going well right now in this area. Get some new blood, some new fans. You don't have to really go out on your own if you have to. It's not a cheap game. We know that. But if you can partner in, get a few people together, get yourself a partnership, hook up with a good trainer, you'll do just fine.
All right. So
it's a thrill of a lifetime. I tell you, I've been a part of a little bit here, back and forth with some horses, some friends that have horses, and played a lot of sports. But I tell you, the feeling, the sense you get when your horse is in that gate, ready to break, and part of that race, I tell you, it's like no other thrill. It's sensation. It's really, really, from a sports standpoint, and I've played a lot of sports in good high levels, it ranks right at the top.
What was the name of that horse we owned? Outcaster?
John and Outcaster, yeah.
Outcaster, won a race, so you can come on out here, learn about what it takes to get into owning these thoroughbreds here at Laurel Park. This is all for you on Saturday, March 18th. Of course, the biggest Saturday of the year is the third Saturday in May, the second jewel of the Triple Crown, the People's Race, the People's Party. It's the 142nd Preakness Stakes, Saturday, May 20th at Old Historic Pimlico Racecourse. Of course, the day before is Black-Eyed Susan Day on Friday, May 19th, so the two biggest days of the year at Pimlico. All the seats sold out last year. Of course, we have the Pimlico Special on Black-Eyed Susan Day as well, so go to Preakness.com for all your tickets and information. Hope you're a part of that on May 19th and May 20th. All right, lots going on out here. Let's show you the carryovers one more time. One carryover today. It's the fourth largest carryover in the country. Rainbow Pick 6 starting race 4, a little over 27,000 in that Pick 6 carryover. That starts in race 4. I have a ticket for it. You should have a ticket for it. Don't get shut out on that. And we told you about brunch and everything else. I think it's time to get to it. We'll be fast main track today. Interesting weather yesterday here, Keith. We had a little rainstorm in the afternoon. Got some water on the track.
We went from fast, we went to sealed and fast, to muddy and sealed. So 3 different components there through yesterday's race card. But we did see, though, early in the card when it was just straight ahead fast, it was quick times. Claudio's horse went 9 and change for a $7,500 condition, going 3/4 of a mile. And then it changed throughout the day. We saw Deep Closer win the nightcap. Thirst for Diamonds for Ned Allard put the blinkers on. Trevor got this horse up from 25 lengths back early on to close in. So you can kind of come from anywhere yesterday. An I know an odd kind of a track, a surface to do speed figures. You really kind of do your work and kind of split variance throughout the racing card. But heading back today, looking at it right now, it looks perfect. I'm sure it's going to be on that faster side time-wise, but I'm sure it's going to play fair. You know, speed has a chance, closers have a chance, a pretty honest racetrack.
There's a lot of closers yesterday, but it was also good to see early on in the day Trevor McCarthy won on the rail, wire to wire. I believe it was race 2 yesterday, wire to wire on the rail was a winner, and we hadn't seen that in a while, so good to see that. And lots of exciting handicapping to get to, but real quick, our TV department working hard here. Steve Martin out this morning getting all the footage, putting it together. D-Money just gives me the word. We do have that audio on Cal Lynch talking about his big horse, Ella Reeves' work this morning right here at Laurel Park. Let's take a look here, see what Mr. Lynch had to say. Good looking work this morning for the big horse. Your thoughts on the work, and what were the times of the work, Cal?
Delighted. Yeah, I did everything right. Minute and 4/5 the clocker had, and then galloped out 13 and change. So right on target, exactly where we wanted him to be. And Trevor seemed very pleased. Came back and the horses bounced around there and scoped good. So very pleased. Onward and upward, right?
The Kentucky Derby Future Pool this weekend, they have you 20 to 1. He's won 3 straight stake races, including a couple grade 3s, 3 90-plus buyers. You think they're maybe disrespecting the big horse a little bit with that 20 to 1 price in the Future Pool?
No, I don't think so. That's wide open. This race is wide open just yet. We all got him at 50 to 1, so we're happy enough to take our 50 to 1 a couple of months ago. So no, he's doing well, and I can only control my horse, and everybody else has to control theirs. So we'll see what happens.
Sure. The plans for the rest of the week leading up to the Gotham?
He'll stay in Gallup the next few days, and then he'll ship. He'll train here Friday morning, then he'll ship up there Friday afternoon. Charlie will gallop him up there on Saturday morning before the race. That's what we've been doing all along. So he usually goes the day before. He'll train over the track in the morning.
All right, good stuff. Thanks to our TV department for getting that on there. Cal Lynch talking about his work. His big horse, Ella Reeb, working this morning, and they're going to stick to the same plan this week as they did with the Jerome and the Withers. They'll train here the rest of the week, and they'll ship up there Friday during the day, and then the horse will get a little gallop over the track Saturday up there in preparation for the Gotham.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And then Cal Lynch, he's handling everything like pro right now. It's going to, down the line, if everything stays on course, that's the tough part of the game, heading towards the Derby, is just being pestered. The media, we guys like us, we're going to ask questions. You have to respond. He's been cordial. See how he works it moving forward. That's a battle in and of itself, much less getting the horse going. So it's a tough combination to make it all the way through and get there.
And you heard Cal mention there he got the horse at 50 to 1 in the previous
Derby.
Yeah,
he liked that.
He's an Irishman. He's not going to get shut out of the action at 50 to 1. On Ella Reeves. So good stuff there. We're working on some Trevor McCarthy audio for you as well. Let's get right to it here in the opener. Race 1 kicks off the early pick 5. Both pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. It's a mandatory payout here on the early pick 5. Let's take a look at this early pick 5. I have a $24 ticket put together, going with the 3-7 here in race 1, 4 deep there in the second, and then I'll key on the Hunt and the Holidays from the Jerry Brooks barn, Stevie Hamilton, number 3 in race 3, going 2 deep in the 4th, using 4, and race 5, take out the 1, Puget Sound is a late scratch. Puget Sound number 1 in race 5 is a late scratch, so make my ticket a $24 play here for the early pick 5 mandatory payout. Let's take a look here. Race 1, we're going a flat mile, claiming 5,000 4-year-olds and upward, never won 3, and I'm going to go to the outside here. Horacio Caramano's riding for Mary Epler with the 7 Mid-Ocean. The first race off the claim, last out at the $10,000 level. Pretty good. Second, just beating the neck as the favorite that day. Now dropping in for the nickel. That's what they claim the horse for. They want to win now. They already got one check. If they lose the horse again, they make money. So I like this move, and that's why you see this horse at 8-5, a deserved favorite. I think the 7 Mid-Ocean, just like you think, going to be tough to beat here.
It's going to be tough. He sustained a nice long run from the 3/8 pole. They went slow early, came home very quick. The final quarter is solid for this level. Both he and Stone Crab have a decent enough finishing punch. I think Mid-Ocean a little bit better. I think Stone Crab, though, does get the jump early, maybe at the head of the stretch, but they've got to catch Cold Spice. Cold Spice took pressure last time and won away. Didn't come home as quickly. Is going to have a little bit more stamina because I think he's going to get pestered by the 4, Andy's Love. I agree with you, Stan. I like the 7 on top. Stone Crab right there with him.
And we also a video here, Mid-Ocean. Here's his race from February 11th, race I was talking about. This is at the $10,000 level. Never win 3. He comes on the inside of Foes here. There he is, making up ground from the back of the pack. He's going to split horses down there on the inside, gets up for a good second, making a winning move here. Just the horse on the outside probably was in the better part of the racetrack and is going to hang on for a neck. But this is a hard-fought second down there on the inside back on February 11th here at this track.
Yeah, a little bit of a drift there at the 16th pole, cost him a little bit of momentum. I don't think he was going to beat They All Come Home. It was in the better part of the track. Definitely on the 11th. That was a Claudio horse. You saw Stone Crab in the blue cap there, splitting horses, flattened out a little bit late. That's the one issue with him. He likes to flatten. This level at the nickel, he might sustain a little bit better, but Mid-Ocean, the one to beat in the opener.
All right, we both in agreement for our top pick there in race 1 to kick off the early pick 5. Race 2 kicks off the early pick 4. 3 pick 4s this afternoon. Starting races 2, 4, and 6. I know you like the late pick 4 today, Keith. You have a ticket for that. Let's take a look here at the early pick 4, going a mile and a 16th. 4 Philly Mares claiming 16,000. Never won 2 lifetime. The 3 value added. We're getting 7 pounds off with the apprentice Showmore Torres aboard. 4 trainer Mike Trombetta. A sharp win, going a mile 2 back, and then at this level last time, just an okay 4th, going 7 furlongs. We're getting back to a 2-turn distance today. Katie's Caddy, who was 3rd last out in the race last out for value added, would come back to win. So I'm just kind of shopping for a little price here, and we'll get 3-1 over the 9-5 and 5-2 favorites. I'll go with the 3 value added.
Yeah, I think the 1 and the 2 have a distinct edge in this field. 1 dropping down a little bit. Jerry Brooks, this is the start of 3 races in a row where Jerry Brooks could be favored in every one. Very live is Jerry Brooks, the combination of Jerry Brooks and jockey Steve Cowboy Hamilton. I think Included Check will get first run from the inside post going a mile and 16. Value added did. He ran his best number last time. Took a little pressure doing so and faded. Now he stretches out to the mile and 16. I just don't know if he's going to quite have that finishing punch, Stan. I think Included Check can get off the inside early, take a stalking position, and have to hold off the 2 crooked through the stretch. But Jerry aggressive here with this move, dropping down from that even race, sprinting in the other than condition.
All right, maybe the 4 Cantate Domino might we both like the 4 a little bit here. You're going to get a 6-1 price on this horse. Broker Maiden last time out for trainer Timmy Keefe in a rate going a mile and a 16th. Yeah. So in a race like this, you get Javion Toledo, who had 2 wins yesterday. Some good value there on the 4 Cantate Domino.
Yeah, at least he's won at the distance. Going to have to step up and run faster than last time out. This is clearly a better field than what she faced.
Absolutely. All right, so both Keith and I like the same 4 horses, just in different orders there in race 2. Let's turn the page here and just stick around here for the end of the show now. We got word we do have audio on jockey Trevor McCarthy talking about that Ella Reeb work this morning here at Laurel Park. We'll show you that when we get through the races here on Today at the Races. But let's get right to it here in race 3. We have a video spotlight of the 3, Hunting the Holidays. Right. My top pick in here. I'm going to key on this horse for that early pick 5. We're going a mile and a 16th with this claiming 5,000, never won 4. And here's Hunting the Holidays race on February 11th here at Laurel Park. Came 4 wide at the quarter pole, gets up for a decent 3rd, and that was at the $10,000 level. Never won 4. Sharp drop here to a nickel. This horse 3 for 5 in the money at Laurel Park with the win. You get Stevie Hamilton aboard, 8-5, and if you can get 8-5 all day long, I'll take it on the 3 Hunting the Holidays.
Yeah, aggressive move here. Another jam job. Jerry Brooks owner Ronald Clark just saying, hey, we're going to go ahead, going to try to take an advantage, put these horses in the right spots. Hunt in the Holiday got beat by 2 droppers. Mythos, we had that day. Stan had a big pressure. Air Eagle. Both of those horses were dropping out of much better races. Hunt in the Holidays, I like the move. You look, he's won 3 races. He's a recent winner, January 27th. You want to go ahead and take him. You're going to lose a couple conditions in this race. You'll still have the 5 in life, but you might have to wait a little bit to get it to run back for the nickel. I like the move. Hunt in the Holidays from just off the pace.
All right, so we both like the 3-6 Colt Exacta there in race 3. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, the big story today, other than Ella Reeves, our Rainbow Pick 6 carryover, 4th largest carryover in the country, a little over 27,000. I have a ticket for it. We'll start with that when we come back.
At ExpressBet, we celebrate the champions who make horse racing great. That's why we provide more ways to bet from more places than ever. We've built an entire family of brands to support horse racing, to give players more of the rewards they deserve, give bettors the information they need to win, and provide a community for horse bettors. Because the best way to support the champions of horse racing is to champion horse racing. ExpressBet, we are racing.
Welcome back today at the races presented by Fidelity First here. We're live at the Laurel Park paddock getting ready for Sunday racing. It's beautiful out. The sun's coming out. The wind's dying down. We'll have a fast main track. Had a little water on it yesterday. So our Rainbow Pick 6, a little over 27,000. That starts in race 4. We'll get to that in a second, but real quick, we want to show you this audio we got from jockey Trevor McCarthy, who was aboard Triple Crown contender Ella Reeve for a workout here this morning at Laurel Park. We showed you the work and the trainer Cal Lynch. Here's what jockey Trevor McCarthy had to say. Trevor, the work certainly looked good this morning. How did Big Horse feel?
Felt great. He did everything right for me. Nice relaxed work for him. Great gallop out, and seems like he came back pretty sharp and tiptoeing. So hopefully everything stays healthy and goes forward, and you know we should be tough for the Gotham.
A lot of wind this morning. Was the wind affecting the work this morning out there with horses going in the wind?
I don't think so. No.
Your thoughts on riding in these big races? You've been on the big stage before, and you're on a bigger looking horse now with a lot of talent. Your thoughts in going in some of the toughest races in the country against some of the toughest jockeys in the country?
It's exciting, you know. It's I don't really know how to put it, but it's a good feeling. And to have Cal has a lot of confidence in me to keep me aboard and put me in these big races. That means a lot to me. So, I just want to thank him.
All right, there's our leading jockey here right now for 2017, jockey Trevor McCarthy. He's won meets. He's been the leading jockey for the whole year in the past here in Maryland. So certainly one of the top jockeys in the whole Mid-Atlantic area, and he's ready for a big horse like this on a big stage.
You got to give it to Trevor. He looks like he's getting a little bit more serious right now. He's a little bit more lighthearted. But the one thing is that I love about him as a rider, I don't care if it's a 5,003 in life, the last race of the card, or it's the stake right before it, you're going to get the same effort. Yes. I mean, he just puts forth 100% every time, and you got to love that as an owner. Hey, that little bit, that nose or neck or head, if you get beat, that could cost you, finances, expenses for the month. That's what you want in a rider. That's what you get from Trevor McCarthy. He's a great example, and he could go, trust me, anywhere and ride and be competitive.
Yeah, all right, so we're all rooting on you, Trevor. Cal, Ella Reeve, we showed you all the footage from the work this morning. He's going to the Gotham next Monday. You can watch all that simulcast action right here at Laurel Park. The college kids are going to be out next Saturday. I'm looking forward to it already for next weekend. But I'm also looking forward to today's Rainbow Pick 6, a little over 27,000. Thank you to D-Money and Steve Martin getting all that stuff ready for us. But there's the Pick 6 carryover, $27,221 starting race 4 here. I have a ticket, a $33.60 ticket. Let's take a look here at my Rainbow Pick 6 ticket starting in race 4. I'm going to use the 2 and the 7 here in race 4. Now in race 5, the one Puget Sound was a late scratch to take out the 1 there in race 5. I'll just go with the 2, 3, and 6 in the 5th. Going too deep there in races 6 and 7. And I'm going to key on the Robbie Bales horse, number 4, Best Yes, in race 8. We'll hear from trainer Robbie Bales later on for race 8. And then in race 9, the 4 horses scratch. So basically, I'm hitting the all button there in race 9. I think it's a wide open, and you must have had a hard time with the odds on this race. A wide open beaten nickel.
I think I made it a 4-to-1 fave in that race. Yeah, it was a scramble.
It's a wide open beaten nickel scramble there, race 9. So the 4 is scratched, so I'm basically hitting the all button. Anything can happen there in race 9. So a $33.60 ticket for me. We have a video spotlight here on the 1 Next Street from January 22nd. Forest Boyce riding today for John Salzman.
Yeah, really troubled trip on the 22nd. You see breaking out of post position number 3. Number 3 that day. Breaks okay, flashes a little speed up from between horses, and then all of a sudden, heading to the half-mile pole, the horse a little bit keen, gets in a little bit of a tight spot and has to check pretty sharply. Cotton Eye Gem, who you're going to see in this race today, is your eventual winner, but right there, trying to go up from between horses, hole kind of closed up. Gomez had to check pretty sharp, and then a little tap of the brakes again as there's Cotton Eye Gem, and the purple silks from Ronald Clark goes right on by 3 and 4 wide. But I tell you, Next Street usually seemed to be a horse that wanted to lead. Showed a little bit of late life in here, Stan. Was able to recover, angle out, made some progress to the 16th pole, had to steady, but kept on willingly to the wire. Last time out, a nice job. Right behind Chips Included, followed every step of the way, held on quite well. I see some improvement in Next Street. I'm definitely going to use her in the mix in race 4.
And I have her as well. I go 7-2 here in race 4, using those 2 runners to kick off the pick. I don't. I have the 1 in my top 3. I don't have the 1 Next Street in my pick 6. But I guess I was primarily concerned about the inside post. What's Forest Boyce going to have to do here? This horse, this filly's shown speed in the past, not too much recently. Kind of had a stalking trip last time. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what she has to do.
I think she can get position. She showed the 2-back try. Even with trouble, she had a little bit of a finish. So I think she's maturing a little bit. Forrest is going to get along with her well. She rated her well last time. Chips Included was just much the best. But she was 5 clear of the rest of the field, Stan. I think she, barring any catastrophe out of the gate, gets good position and finishes up okay. I like the 3 Poppy Shadow, and it looks like a real big negative drop, probably is. But this horse has never really had a chance to get clear on the lead. I think she's clearly the fastest early with an alert break. Can go ahead and go 23:47.1, dueling through pretty decent fractions last time. Sine Wave, you saw the winner there, Stan. You showed a little video of that horse the other day for Perkins. It broke its maiden at Laurel. The drop-in class, Lone Lick of Life, I think, Poppy Shadow. Kind of an all-or-nothing proposition, though, if I would use it. I'm not stone cold, going to single this horse at all, but I do think if she gets clear, she can relax and take him coast to coast.
You get a nice lightweight assignment, 111 with the 7-pounder Prentice Showmore Torres. I was a little worried about the drop. I use her in my top 4. Don't have her in my pick 6, but I think you're right, all-or-nothing proposition there. With the 3 Poppy Shadow. I go to the 7 on top, Cotton Eye Gem. You mentioned Jerry Brooks could have a big day today, and a real good second with a 4-wide rally last time at 4-1. Just got beat 3 parts of a length, going 7 furlongs. Should be dead fit today, cutting back to 5.5 furlongs. Last time this horse won was going 5.5 furlongs at this level with Steve Hamilton aboard, so should get a trouble-free trip from the outside.
She likes this distance, 2 for 3 at the distance. She's going to get the right kind of flow up in front. She is the proven consistent closer in this field. Grinding, probably going best at the wire. It will be the 7 Cotton Eye Gem.
All right, let's turn the page. A nice 3-year-old filly race there in the 4th to kick off that pick 6. No carryover in today's late pick 5, but as always, our pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout on the late pick 5 starts right here in race 5. This is a tough beaten nickel. This is going to be a strong handle in this race, almost close to an open nickel, but this is the 2 in 6 months. Never won 5, going a flat mile. They'll bet this race all day long. And scratch to 1, Puget Sound. So my top picks in here, 6-2, 3-7. Yeah, the 6 Magic Harbor at this level for Kieran McGee, a 2-time winner at Laurel Park. You get Trevor McCarthy aboard. McCarthy was aboard for the win early January in a single beaten nickel race. Was claimed that day for Cal Lynch. A good second against 7,500 beaten conditions last time. An aggressive drop back down to the level where they claim this horse. So if they lose the horse, they get the win, they get all the money.
It's the right move, dropping back down a little bit. Trevor rode this horse very well in the 7th. Not an easy horse to ride, Stan. He's a grinding type of a runner. I don't know if he's going to get the right kind of flow up in front of him today, but you got to be really careful. He likes to lay in on horses. Nearly clipped heels, 2 races back, even last time. So you've got to have that stick in the left hand. Keep him off of other runners. Trevor's the right kind of rider. I thought Toledo did a nice job last time. He's going to be closing in steadily. I think the drop here, though, for CJ's awesome. For Jacobson, he's just come in and taken advantages of this condition. The last 2 years when he drops down races under 10,000, Jacobson 5 for 7, 7 for 7 in the money with a positive ROI. CJ's awesome. Gets the drop down from the open 10 in New York, puts the blinkers on, I think stalks photogenic and goes on with it.
David Jacobson, always tough. You get Toledo. I have that horse in my top 3 and end on my pick 6 ticket as well. A long shot I'll throw into the mix here. The 2, Finito, who's just a stone-cold closer, comes from way out of it. He falls 15, 17 lengths back early on. Jerry Brooks has this horse, 5-year-old son of Bernardini, does have a decent record here at Laurel Park. This is a tough condition because considering he's a Never Win 4 lifetime horse and he's running kind of in a Never Win 5 here. But jockey changed today to Steve Cowboy Hamilton, who's one of your top 5 riders. So that's why I throw the horse in there. Maybe the rider change will shake the horse up a little bit. Maybe they try to keep him a little closer today. But at this 1 turn, 1 mile distance going to the second wire, Finito could be making a late rally and get a piece of it at a big price there in race 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 kicks off the late pick 4, and for all you premier players out there, you get a 10% bonus if you hit the late pick 4 here at Laurel Park on Saturdays and Sundays. I know you like the late pick 4 today. We're going a flat mile for 3-year-olds, claiming 11,000 here for the 6th race. Let's take a look here at there's the 10% bonus on the late pick 4 today at Laurel Park for all the premier players. If you're not a premier player, go to guest services on the first floor of the clubhouse and sign up for that. You get a 10% bonus if you hit the late pick 4. Let's take a look here at Keith's ticket.
Yeah, I think race 6 is wide open. Let's go ahead and punch the all button in race 6. Getting it started out. I do like my Cotton Jones stretching out. I'm going to take that horse a little price play in race 6. 3 deep in race 7 with the 4, 8, 9. They look like the 3 logical horses. Race 8, once again, Gavin Street Sentence, Best Yes, look like the horses to beat. They've clearly run consistently faster in race number 8 and the 9th. It's a tough race. Big Branch, brutal beginning last time, Stan. I think this horse will rebound and run a little bit better at the mile and 16th distance. Gets Forest Boys today. And I also like the 7 prime number. Looks like the controlling speed in the nightcap.
All right, yeah, it's a tough race here for race 6. We have a couple of video spotlights. Let's take a look here at My Cotton Jones from February 11th here at Laurel Park. Lane Luzzy riding for John Salzman Jr. today.
This horse has shown a little bit of improvement. There's a bad stumble out of the gate. I don't know if we'll show that one more time. There we go. Thanks, guys. Rewinding that back, number 7 that day, a stumble almost to the knees there and recovered. My Cotton Jones came back. He was down inside, and not really the best part of the day. And we talked about this track on the 11. I think only one horse, Z Supreme, you're going to see it. Actually comes up the inside. He follows Z Supreme, and what he does is shows a little bit more late life than in what he's shown. He's had some trouble beginnings. That's the one problem with My Cotton Jones. You look at his running lines, bobbled, pinched, bobbled, stumbled. But look at the late kick there. Eased out off the worst part of the racetrack late. A good finish by Smarty Jones out of a mare that's best figure came out of round of ground. I think he's moving in the right direction against a bunch of horses that look kind of flattened out in their form. Tough little jump. I think he can get position early with a decent break and just kind of grind and get the win at a fair price in race number 6.
All right, you got a nice 6-to-1 price there on top. I'm going to go with a 5-to-1 price here. The 3 Brilliant Choice, my price play of the day. And here's Brilliant Choice down there on the inside. This is back on January 22nd at this open 11 down to $8,500 level. Going a mile distance on a good racetrack, was in front turning for home, and just keeps on going the whole way to that second wire. Probably not on the best part of the racetrack that day, but keeps on going, and I like Brilliant Choice today. Stepped up to the open 15, last out in the mud. Didn't like it that day. Drops back down to a level he's won before for trainer Kathleen Dibben. You get the hard trying Laura Lee Glazier, who was aboard for that win. She's back aboard today. She had a nice win yesterday, and you know she'll be riding to the second one.
Yeah, Kathy Dibben does a nice job. And the bridge builder you saw in that video, closing on the outside in the purple silks, is the 2 horse today. Reported first time gelding for Bridge Builder. There is enough speed in this race. I think he's going to get a good setup. He has probably maybe the best sustainable run of this group. He'll be closing in late, a little bit too late last time out. A sneaky horse in here, Barnacle Bill I'm going to use, but let's talk a little bit about the 4 Ice-T stand. First time off of Bruce Brown, going into the Donald White barn. Not a trainer we see here a whole lot. 0 for 6 so far in the new year, but he's 32% the last 2 years when horses transfer into his barn for the first time. The thing that concerns me is the route of ground. Bred really top and bottom for speed. Is he going to be able to stretch it? Throw out the last. Steadied at the break at Aqueduct. Didn't really try a lick. I think a much improved effort is in store for the 4 Ice-T in race 6.
All right, you get the 5 pounds off with the apprentice Sylvester Gonzalez, who wins a bunch of races up at Parks, won a couple races down here in Maryland so far. So both Keith and I going with a little bit of a price there in race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. Let's turn the page here. Race 7, final pick 3 of the afternoon, going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,000. Billy Mares 4 and up, haven't won a race in 6 months or never won 4, and I'm going to go to the outside here in this race. I like the outside post for the 9, Get Hot, Stay Hot from the Phil Schoenthal barn. Carlos Quinones aboard. Quinones was aboard last time. This horse was in front all the way, going a flat mile. A good second that day to Enigma. I love the cutback today to 6 furlongs to barn. 33% with that move with a positive ROI. I like the outside post, probably get a nice stalking trip today.
And they almost fooled her into a win, stretching out for the first time at the 1-turn mile last time out. Just worn down late. Gets hot stat. She doesn't really have sprinter speed per se. She's going to come somewhere from 3 or 4 lengths out of it by the time the field hits the quarter pole. Carolina Dreams had a hard trip early, made a good run from behind there, right behind Get Hot Stat. I'm going to use her as well. But I'm going to take a shot with the 8, Wildcat Gaze. The key is going to be the opening quarter of a mile. Does the 6, I'm with the Blonde, take the starch out of the 8? I think the 8's going to run a little bit better moving to the outside. Was down inside taking pressure on the 5th, moves to the outside. This horse can stalk and move on with it. Maybe gets the jump on the closers. Just looking for a bigger price. The horses clearly the beat, though, are the 4 and the 9.
All right, I like it. Nice 10-to-1 price. That could blow up a lot of people's pick 6 and late pick 4 tickets there in race 7. Let's turn the page here. Race 8, our starter allowance feature of the day here. Optional claiming 25,000, going 6 furlongs. And yesterday we caught up with trainer Robbie Bales here. He's the trainer. My best bet of the day is the 4, Best Yes, a 4-year-old male and bred. A good third last out at this level. Let's see what trainer Robbie Bales had to say yesterday. Robbie, real strong race last out. He was third, looked like he was going to win, turning for home, but a decent third. Both horses that beat him would come back to win. That has to give you a lot of encouragement for today's race.
Yes, that horse of Damon's come back and ran a real big race the other day, and I think we're in a pretty good spot. It's not an easy race, but he's doing good and moving forward.
All right, there's trainer Robbie Bales, of course, the trainer of Scrappy T. Almost got the money that year in the Preakness. Fleet Alex, what a heroic performance that was. But the horses he was talking about, Lackey and Cole Hayes, who beat Best Yes last time. And looking at, we have a video here. Let's show you the video of the 4 Best Yes. And Turner for Home, it looks like he's going to win for fun. He does do a little hang job here. But both horses that beat him, Lackey, he came back and ran an 81 buyer. Cole House came back, ran an 80 buyer. So he was third to 2 next out winners.
No doubt about it. He looked like a stone cold winner. Just like you say, a little bit of a hang. 2 better horses, a little bit better at the time. They came back to run faster. None of these horses run nearly as fast as Lockheed or Cole Hayes. So Gavin Street Sense is the main rival to Best Yes. And I think you might see a similar ride by the 3. I'm going to take the 3 as a slight upsetter here for trainer Kira McGee, Gavin Street Sense, and Trevor McCarthy. You talked about earlier in the show that ride he gave early in the card yesterday where he got the lead. Trevor was aggressive in that. He took pressure twice, shook clear, and held on late. Gavin Street Sense has some speed. He shows it back the 3-back race at Parks with an alert break. I think he can go ahead. He hopped at the break the last time he faced Best Yes. Couldn't recover from that one. But looking at this race, not a ton of speed. I think you're going to see aggressive tactics from Trevor on the 3 Gavin Street Sense.
All right, Trevor McCarthy could have a big day. Had a big morning on Ella Reeb and on several live runners here for this afternoon's live races.
Before we move on, what do you think of the 2 Sunrise Sunset? This is a horse I'm a little bit leery of, off of a long layoff for trainer Tim Keefe. We've seen him hit with horses like this. It's sneaky little good workout on the 3rd of December. Look at the company lines back in the day. Ghost Bay was close to him. So interesting spot for the return for Sunrise Sunset. I want to kind of throw him in the mix as well.
Horse showed a lot of promise.
Yeah.
Won the debut, going a mile here at Laurel Park. Was third, like you said, to Ghost Bay and the Maryland Juvenile. Been working decent enough here at Laurel Park. You do see a bullet work back there early December. 5 furlongs, a minute and 3, fastest of 29 works that day. Stevie Hamilton aboard. I guess I throw the horse out wondering about the long layoff, but trainer Timmy Keefe, he's done it before, and bringing horses back off a long layoff.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the stranger that could upset the apple cart when you're really kind of looking at it. It worries me, that break in the works from the 31st of December to January 20th. Maybe that's the reason the horse is in for the tag. But yeah, needless to say, the 3 and the 4 are the ones that you got to get past in race 8.
I throw the 7 in there for looking for a price. City Gold finally broke the maiden last time, the old King Leatherberry angle here. When it takes a long time to do it, bet them right back after they win. So a nice starter allowance there in race 8. Let's turn the page, race 9. This is the wide open race. I hit the all button here in the Rainbow Pick 6. Scratch the 4. Hard Drive is out, and I think everybody has a shot in here. I'll go with the outside horse, the 8, 9-2. Bernard's Galaxy. This horse hasn't won in a long time. Has been right there at this level recently. You get 7 pounds off with Anna Carroll riding for Dave Lozelle. Doesn't like to win, but he's been right there with good numbers recently.
Yeah, he's been consistent. Last time he got a little help up front, they went quick, 23-347. Slowed it down a little bit late, but was willing to the wire. And that's one thing he's been the last 3 tries. The 62 buyer, 3 races back, probably gets him over the top and gets him in the winner's circle. I'll take a shot with the 7 prime number, though, just to his inside. I'm going to toss the race on the 9th of December. Look at those early fractions. 23-2, 46-4. He's not that fast, but you know what? He's faster than everybody else early. I think he can go ahead and clear this field. He might be laboring late, but trying to hold on at a fairly decent price in that 9-2, 4-1 range.
Yeah, 9-year-olds made almost a couple $100,000, and we'll get a nice price there. Drop to pop with the 4 out, Hard Drive out. Drop to pop, 5-1. 10-pound apprentice Jordan Irwin looking to break her maiden. Drop to pop for trainer Teddy Mare. The only horse in the race that's won at this track.
Yeah,
so.
It took the blinkers off 2 races back. Hasn't shown the speed that he showed 3 races back. That's why I'm hoping maybe the blinkers off. He'll rate a little bit, allowing my top selection to go on with it. But yeah, drop the pop. This was one of those just really hard races. The line, hard race to figure. You've got the right idea. Hit the all button if you can afford it.
All right, so lots going on. Sunday brunch getting ready for you here. The sun is out. It's going to be a beautiful day. Nice Rainbow Pick 6. Over 27,000 in that carryover. That starts in race 4. Best of luck today. Dave Rodman's coming up with all of today's scratches and changes.
Good luck.